Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the forexpeacearmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit forexpeacearmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, let's take a look at the euro currency again. Let's see what we could get in the beginning of the coming week, and in general what we could trade here. Well, in general, guys, I have to say that the analysis of the higher time frames, on the monthly time frame, on the weekly time frame, doesn't lead us to any conclusion about the direction. So, in two words, market still stands around the long-term sentiment break-even point, that is yearly pivot point. And market still, as I suppose, hasn't chosen any direction. What this conclusion give us? Well, it means that on the lower time frames, on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, we can't make the consequences of trades in some particular direction as we did previously. So when we have some pattern that points on some direction in the medium term perspective, for instance, if we'll take it the weekly bread and butter, for example, and market will follow with this pattern, for instance, 1 or 2 weeks, this gives us a lot because we know the direction within the 2 weeks. It means that we could take trades in the direction of this pattern within the week. So, for instance, if this is the bread and butter buy, we could enter long somewhere and make some trades in the direction of the bread and butter buy to the upside. But currently on the euro currency we do not have any of such sort of setups, since higher time frames doesn't give us much new information beyond those that we have discussed already on the previous week. Market doesn't give us the direction on the higher time frames and doesn't give us any significant patterns that could point on this potential direction. That's why on the coming week probably we will be focused on short-term trading on some patterns that we have on the daily time frame. Now I'm speaking about the pattern that we have discussed on Friday, because if you remember, on Friday we said that although we got this plunge down on Thursday after the FOMC meeting, it doesn't resolve the problem. So because this plunge down is significant, but it doesn't lead us to any drastic reversal or cancelling as the bullish sentiment, as the bearish sentiment. So this plunge is significant in range, but it doesn't mean that the bullish perspective will be broken. It's not just sufficient. The range of this bar is not sufficient to say that bulls have lost anything and can't continue move to the upside, or to say that bears have taken the domination over the market and now controlling the market. That's not true. And in fact, the pattern that we have got on Friday tells us the same. That pattern we have discussed as well, and that is the bullish stop grabber pattern. The minimum target, this pattern could be either just for scalp trading and reach its minimum target and then turns to the opposite direction, or sometimes grabbers become the triggering pattern for the continuation. For instance, we have the nice upward action. The stop grabber pattern suggests that the minimum target is taken out of these highs, but simultaneously this pattern could become the trigger for just upward continuation. That is possible. You could see that on the current week we really have the lucky placement of the pivot points, because weekly pivot point will stand right at the previous close, very close to it. The weekly pivot resistance 1 will stand right at the target of the stop grabber. So if this pattern suggests taking out of these highs, it stands very close to it. And the weekly pivot support 1 stands very close to the failure point of this pattern. Besides, as you know, the weekly pivot resistance 1 and support 1 are significant from the estimating on from the point of view of trend estimation. So as we have the upper direction, the weekly pivot support one should hold any retracement that could happen to continue to treat current trend as the valid. If market will pass through the weekly pivot support one and turns to the downside, that probably will mean the short-term reversal on the euro currency. The same is true for the upper direction. If market will not stop right here and will close above the weekly pivot resistance 1, that probably will tell us that market will continue to move higher. That's very significant areas on the common week. So we have discussed the weekly the stop grabber pattern. The second pattern that I would like to discuss with you is the pattern that we have discussed on farm, and that is the potential for the double repo sell pattern. Well, previously I have said that I'm not very fascinating with the thrust of this pattern, mostly due to the retracements that market has shown previously within this thrust. So I can't treat it as the perfect double repo pattern, but probably we could treat it as the double repo lookalike potential. And maybe it works, it will work, who knows. From that perspective, that will be the downward reversal pattern. And at first glance, it seems that this pattern is contradict with bullish stop grabber, because they are opposite to each other. But that's not quite so, because as we know, the minimum target of this pattern is these highs, and we currently have no confirmed double repo pattern yet. So we have close below by this plunge, close above, and for confirmed pattern we need the close below. But if market will continue move higher on Monday, for instance, taking out of these highs, it will just create the second top of the double repo pattern, and simultaneously market will accomplish the minimum target of the stop grabber pattern. If after that market will turn to the downside, that will lead simultaneously to confirmation of the double repo pattern, and market really could continue move lower, and the target of the stop grabber pattern will be also completed. So you can see these patterns in reality could add on each other. Well, and not necessary to be contradictory to each other. But here we have some thin and nuance dealing with the double repo pattern. Because on Monday, market could show slight retracement down, because weekly pivot point hasn't been touched yet, market could test it. And if market will close below the 3x3, that will be the confirmed double repo with unreached the target of the stop grabber pattern. So in other words, market will confirm the double repo and hasn't tested yet, hasn't accomplished yet the target of the stop grabber. That will be the really tricky situation, and in this case that could lead to the double repo failure pattern. That's just the situation that we should keep in mind, because that will be really sophisticated scenario. And if market will simultaneously hit the target of the stop grabber and will confirm the double repo failure, that could be the sign that market could continue move to the upside. Well, on the hourly time frame and from the 4-hour time frame, trends are bullish. And here I see that probably we should find some pattern here that coincides with the scenario that we have just discussed on the daily time frame. And currently I do not see any patterns except maybe this butterfly. Maybe we will get something more in the beginning of the next week, who knows. But currently I do not see any other possibilities except this butterfly. One thing that is a bit doubt me is that the target of this butterfly stands a bit too extended compared to this high. Well, preferably if target was somewhere in this area, but 133.90 area is a bit far. So it's very significant difference between the tops. If you'll take a look at the daily time frame, this will stand somewhere in this area. Well, preferably if market will stop somewhere in this area, forming the double repo. But anyway, that's potential for the butterfly. Well, as we know, the euro currency likes to show the 50% retracements. So I think that market probably, if it will proceed with this butterfly, market probably will show some retracement to the 50%. That is also the middle of this candle to the upside. Or maybe market could show even the 5-8 retracement, 6-1-8 retracement, 132.25 area. That's also possible. So that is the approximate scenario that we could get in the beginning of the week. From the bullish point of view, we do not want to see a couple of things. First of all, we do not want to see this really strong move to the downside, something of that sort. We do not want to see here, because that will be a bit dangerous for the bullish perspective here. And second, we surely do not want to see the taking out of these lows, because that will erase the stop grabber pattern. That's two moments that we do not want to see from the bullish perspective. Well, that's also possible, because if market will turn to the downside, erase this level, taking out of these levels, that will be the confirmation bar of double repo sale, and market really could continue to move down. That's also possible. So you can see situation in general very interesting on the euro currency. It gives us a lot of possibilities for trading in the short-term perspective. And let's keep an eye what will happen. Well, the perfect scenario will be if market will accomplish both of them, as the bullish stop grabber, as the double repo pattern. That will be just perfect. But whatever market will give us, we know what to expect, because we in general have a view on the market from the perspective of the current patterns that now is forming. Well, and that could be really the promising week for the euro currency, because on the previous week that was really not very interesting action on the euro currency for trading.